Wagwan, everyone. I hope you're doing well. It's finished, people. The Premier League season 21-22 has reached its conclusion. And what a Premier League season this most certainly has been. Across the league, we've had a title race, a top four race, a relegation battle, and then everything else that happens in between. Drama up and down the leagues, up and down the league, controversy, you name it, last minute winners, comebacks. Well, and that's just on the final day. So yeah, what a season this has been, and it's been an absolute pleasure to share this season with you guys. The channel, I started putting content up on the 3rd of August. So this has been the first season for myself on the channel. And I thought this would be a nice way to celebrate, just giving the floor, the opportunity out to you guys. If you would like to take the opportunity for a phone-in show, we're going to be running up for about, an hour and a half until 9 o'clock. And then I've got to jump on another phone-in show. But I'm not even sure if that's happening. But people, I'll let you know the details as we get further along into the stream. But I hope you're all keeping good. Hope you're all well. What a season. Let me just get the table up right now and just have a little overview whilst we're waiting for people to come in. Manchester City winning the league, as you can see there, 93 points. 93 points winning the league and a plus 73 goal difference. Let me get this overlay off the screen right here so that you guys and girls can see it properly. 73 goal difference, 26 goals against, and then you've got goals for, nearly 100 goals right there. Oh, crazy. And then you look across down the other parts of the league, Tottenham finishing 4th place, Arsenal not making it, but they're in 5th, United in 6th, poor season for them, and then the relegation battle, Leeds United survive. So it's huge right there. And we got our first caller. Big up my brother, Gary, in the place. What you telling me, bro?
What you saying, Terry? You good, man?
Yeah, I'm good, my man. I'm good. Hey, just let the people know what team you support if they don't know.
Man United, man. Man United.
Talk to me, man. What's your thoughts been on this season, my bro?
For who? For the whole world, Manchester United, bro.
It's up to you. The floor is yours.
It's hard, isn't it, bro? it's been horrible. It's just gone really bad, man. The Oli tenure, the start of the season was horrible, man. Then Ten Hag, it got better. It settled it a bit, and it's just crash landed in it.
What was your thoughts at the start of the season? Your new signings. I know you've always had your opinions on Oli, and you were right. You were proven right in the end. But there was a bit of excitement around from other United fans, Ronaldo, Varane, etc., Sancho. What was your thoughts going into it?
I'm more thinking, yeah, I know we got Ole, but I said with that squad, you was like you guaranteed top 4, you got to be. But the thing is, yeah, he had nowhere to hide, and that's what it was. He had nowhere to hide. Just got exposed, didn't I? You know what? One thing what got me mad about in the summer was I got loads of phone calls when we signed Ronaldo. Yo, you got Ronaldo, you buzzing. I says, "I'm my fuck, bro." I went mad, bro. I was like, "This shit," and I says, "Anyhow, this Oli plays. Was it Bruno, Ronaldo, Rashford up top? I'm gonna lose my marbles." What did he do? As soon as Rashford's fit, he dropped Sancho, put Rashford in, Ronaldo, Bruno. I was like, oh my! I was on my living room crying with laughter because I was like, where are you gonna create the goals from? Like, what are you doing on it? Like, what you doing? But the main fact here, Ollie's got his own. He's got himself to blame. He's got himself to blame, man, because all he was doing is picking his favourites and favourites. I reckon he could have. Ollie, this is a bit wild. Ollie could have kept his job if he just played the ballers, because like technical ballers, you don't need to coach them, do you? They just play with the self. Like, it could have just played Van der Beek and Martial, Pogba, even Lingard and Mata, played them together. We would have been sourcing Sancho. It could have easier, Matic as well, but it didn't. He just went with his stat padders, passion merchants, and that's it. And it failed badly. It failed badly.
It's true. I hear where you're coming from, with the technical ballers because they can carry themselves over the line because they have a better understanding of the game. And that's been a whole mishmash at the United squad, like just how the team has been built. It's Ali has to take the blame because he had the time given to him. He had the signings, like the Maguires, the Wan-Bissakas and whatnot. But yeah, it was just completely unbalanced on terms of ability and what they bring to the side. And then, of course, the changing room as well, a mix of characters. So a lot of problems at Man United. And
Yeah, but the big problem was, and it's been for a while. I'm going to ask you a question as well. I'll ask you the question for what do you think of Odegaard, your captain? Because I'm not sitting right with it because like captains, yeah, it's not all about shouting and boosting the players, boost their morale and that. It's not. Sometimes it's about if they put in like a 7 or 8 performance week in week out, consistent. But with Odegaard, I I don't understand why it's captain in it. Like, I understand why Maguire and Bruno's what was it, second in command, because he was just pure passion in it, passion merchant. But with Odegaard, I don't know, man. Educate me, man. I don't know, man.
He's one of those captains that leads by example with his attitude in and around the squad. Like, this is, as Arsenal fans, we get a little bit more preview to this. From Arteta speaking, that's what he brings. He brings a good attitude. He's not one of them. I think if you look at Odegaard and you look at Manchester City, and he's more like a Kevin De Bruyne type of captain, whereas Kevin De Bruyne is not one of them who screams and shouts, but he leads by example. By how he carries himself, his professionalism. It's those ones. And he has leadership qualities because he's the captain of Norway too. So, and he's been in and around. He's a very experienced footballer.
Yeah.
Young age. Yeah, he's been playing professional football for his nation and across the leagues since he was 16. And he's got a good character about him. And that's what you hear in and around the club. But certainly we do lack leaders. We know as Arsenal, that's where when the going got tough, we couldn't trust our experienced players. I wouldn't say Odegaard was one of them because he's still young relatively. It's his first season, like having a home in real talk, because he was being bashed around La Liga, in the Eredivisie, sent on loan, never had a home at Real Madrid. But so this season, he's given me, he's been good. He has been above average, I'd say. Good season for Odegaard. Not excellent, because excellent would be, crazy numbers we're talking about with like Kevin De Bruyne's and whatnot. But yeah, I like him, and I wouldn't mind him being a part of like the captain group. But, he's not going to be your number one go-to leader. You get me?
But he was getting a lot of slander, Odegaard. He's been getting a lot of slander, and that League Gunner's always cooking him and that. But he's starting to find his home at Arsenal, if you know what I mean. He's starting to grow, and he's starting to develop. So, he's a good player, man. Odegaard's a good player, man.
I know you like technical ballers. That's why, for people you can't see, if you can't see his name, let me get it up for you right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get that up. Hey, Bruno washed. Talk to me about Bruno, because we got people in here, United fans. They like Bruno Fernandes, and tell them why.
I'm telling why. I'm being real as it come. Yeah, I've watched Man U for 30 years now. He's the worst player I've ever seen at my club play week in, week out. Week in, week out. Because at the end of the day, he can't even control and pass the ball. Today, he was absolutely atrocious, but he's been doing that for 2.5 years. Like I've always said, that all his stat padding's been covering over the cracks. When he first came, I say in the first 2 months, I was done with him. After 2 months, even though Stamp, I was like, this guy's fucking shit. Yeah, I'm through lockdown as well, especially, man. He was so bad, but he'll just pop up with a goal. He'll just pop up with a goal or assist. It was so rubbish, man. But his performances now, because he's only getting the slander now, because he's not stat padding, but he's played exactly the same since he's come in, man. I do not rate him at all. He's absolutely shocking. Today was absolutely awful. He cost us the game as well, if you know that. Do you know he cost us the game today?
Nah. What happened?
It was at the wing, like halfway line. It was halfway line. Someone's threw the ball to him, and he just blasted up in the air, back to the back of the defense, bro. And then they've ended up scoring straight away. But I was like, going mad. We was on about it to reel it. It was like on the Reelers show, and it was like, bro, He does it every game. He just does it every game. It's not even a holiday pass. It's just a hit and hope. He just kicks it, man. His footballing IQ's on the floor. I noticed that when he first signed him, I was like, this guy's footballing IQ is absolutely shocking. But that's how it's been for 2.5 years. Because he just runs around and does what he wants when he was in that 10 position. He never helped out the midfield, mate. He never, because when you see your team getting pummeled in the middle midfield, it should be natural in your head to drop back. Yeah, let me drop back in 5 minutes and help Matichar and Finger. But he's never done that. It's the same with his pressing. All the Man U fans like, oh, it's passionate. Look at his pressing and all this. Mate, his pressing runs was shocking, bro. Is that running and wasting energy? Is absolutely awful. He's been an absolute. All we've done is carried him. We've carried him. He's been carried him, but he's been popping up with the stat padding.
Yeah.
But like we said, once them goals dry up, that was in the first couple of months we signed up, he's gonna get cooked, and he's been getting cooked because what was his stats today? 71 pass, is it possession or completion? 71, gave the ball away 29 times. He's played like that for the past 2.5 years, bro. I'm not a stat man. I don't really look into stats. I'm more eye test. But that's what it was. It was averaging between, was it 28 and 34 times giving the ball away. He gave a record. We played against Norwich in that FA Cup, bro. He gave the ball away 46 times against Norwich, bro.
And that's a midfielder, you doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. But what it is, yeah, I've been saying it for a long time, man. That's why I've been keeping quiet. Big old eagle-eyed football as well, man. I was hiding. I don't know how you lot can do it. The stick I was getting when I was cooking Bruno, man. I was like, you know what? I'm not arguing with these people who actually, I'm not going to say, I'm just not arguing with them people, you know what I'm saying? But, but this time I'm trying to break it down to you, bro. We played Newcastle twice, Burnley twice, Norwich twice, yeah? Why is Bruno looking out of his depth, bro? And he's been playing against shit. If you're looking out your depth against Norwich away, Burnley away, and home, Newcastle is a pattern, bro. You shit every game, bro. But every day since it's come in, and we've played every top 6 club, top 8 club we've played against, yeah, Bruno's been non-existent. You've seen him when we played against Arsenal. Where's Bruno? Where's Bruno in these big games? I've never seen him in one big game, bro. Not one, bro. His stat, I have to bring it back up with stats. His stats are shocking. Shocking. One penalty last season against Tottenham when we lost 6-1. You know what I'm saying? He's done at it. He's awful. He's awful. He's trash, bro. He's awful, bro.
And who out of this season for you in a United shirt comes out with any respect, or their respect hasn't been damaged as much? Is there anyone?
That's a hard question, you know.
I'm hearing a lot of De Gea and Ronaldo.
I think Fred, because I think Fred, people are starting to give him a little bit of flowers now. Fred, that's about it, really.
He's kind of, with Fred, he will work hard and he's got certain qualities to his game, but you also know he's limited in certain areas. So you can't blame him for that. Like, when he has his odd game where he's just getting overrun in the midfield, because we've seen that plenty of times for United. Fred's
perfect for Man City or Liverpool, bro.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because obviously Pep wanted him first. Yeah, because he's a bastard. He just presses and wins the ball and passes and lays it off to the better ballers, isn't it? It's just a thing. It's just a workhorse in the middle, like a Kante type of player. That's what he. But Ollie was using him wrong. He was using him in like a carrot roll, deep playmaker, and Fred was the out ball. But Fred's not that type of player for the out ball. He was using him as an out ball, and it stank. But now Ralph's come in, he's limited him in it. He does what he does best, isn't it? Fred, he wins the ball, and he'll give you 110%, and he'll close the ball as a quality player.
Exactly. Calling him my bro. I've just had to bring in a Liverpool fan, just to make life worse for you. Big up, Jamie, man. Thanks for coming in, my bro. How are you feeling, man? Talk to me after the emotions, the ride today.
I feel all right, to be fair. Look, obviously, when Villa were 2-0 up, my watch line went a bit mental. And, we went a bit crazy when Villa were 2-0 up. But we were still 1-0 at the time, so... Look, I've already congratulated City. I think City are the better team this season and won the league, and rightfully so. Liverpool came second. Simple as that. We won 2 cups. We got next Saturday to worry about now. And I'm an happy Liverpool fan. I'm really proud of my team, I have to say. Super proud of my team. Exactly. I mean, if I go back to the beginning of the season, everyone was talking about City and Chelsea. That was what everyone was talking about, City and Chelsea. And even Man United in some ways, because they finished second the following season before. So now we've actually, finished second in this league on 92 points. 92 points, we've still not won a league. It's ridiculous. The City team is just so good. And you've got to give it a due. My problem is Chelsea fans. I have no idea what Chelsea fans' problem is. But they're all coming with the smoke today. I have no idea. I have heard some Chelsea fans say if we have Ben Chilwell fit all this season, it would have actually been Liverpool. It would actually have been Chelsea, Man City going for the title. I'm like, what? What's Ben Chilwell got? Is he going to make it 18 points? Because that's how far behind you fell.
It's true.
I don't get it. And if I was Chelsea fans, I'd be worried about Tottenham next season. I'd be super worried about Tottenham next season because Chelsea got a lot to do in the summer. They're losing a lot of players, and they haven't got Roman anymore. No matter what they might think, this Bolly fella who's taken over now, he might give them money, but it's not going to be Roman money.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be Roman money, but I'm super proud of my team. We go again next weekend in Champions League final. And my teeth keep falling out. And I've got all false teeth, and they keep falling out. And I'm happy. I'm an happy Liverpool fan. Finished on 92 points. City are an amazing side, and for us to be anywhere close to them is massive. It's absolutely huge. So I'm a proud Liverpool fan.
Yeah, exactly. And Courtney, man, I've got to ask you. This is your rivals. This is the ones that you have that real rivalry with. Your biggest rivals, in my eyes. And I'm sure with you, Crushy, what you got. Liverpool, the standards they're setting, even though they haven't won that Premier League title, just ridiculous mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, it is ridiculous. But you know what? No, Liverpool, it hurts a little bit. But if it was 10 years ago, it would have killed me because at the end of the day, Man U are nowhere near Liverpool. Man U haven't competed for 5 years. It don't feel the same. It don't feel the same at all. But Liverpool, you have to take off the hat to him, man. That Jurgen Klopp, man, he's got like God tactics in it.
Yeah.
Because you look at some of them players when they're going international duty. This is a below average. You've seen it with Henderson and Trent Arnold just looks average for England. That's mostly because of the system of Southgate. Salah's not really tearing up on a regular basis, really, for was it Egypt? But Klopp, man, I love Klopp, man. That's what it is now. I don't hate Liverpool's. I love him. I gotta respect him now. I love it. I love how they play. The hate ain't there as much no more. The hate ain't there. Hopefully,
and that's Man United's fault, though, isn't it?
Hopefully, in 2 years' time, when Man U start to build a team, most of that will come back. The passion and hate will come back. Hopefully, Man United can compete in a couple of years. But right now, we're nowhere near him, so it's just one of them. Nah. Just big up to Liverpool anyway. Big up, man, and congrats, man. It's fucking. But I must say, you lot win Champions League next week, it's gonna fucking kill me, bro. But I'm so happy they won the league today. I'm buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing that City won the title, mate.
he said he's not hurt. He's not hurt anymore, but then he ends up with the buzzing. I respect it. But Jamie, I know I don't want to, because it has been a fantastic season for you guys, and it still might end up being, winning 3 out of 4 trophies. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. But where would you say that you kind of lost it? That you just didn't quite have enough to win the Premier League title, would you say?
Just the draws. We drew 8 games to City 6, and we only lost 3 games in 62 games this season. We only lost 2 in the league and 1 against Inter Milan in the second leg when we was already through. So it's just the draws. It's just the draws. You take 2 draws off. You take a loss and a win, we win the league. It's, draws. Now what City and Liverpool are doing, draws are awful. It's mad. It's absolutely madness. You might as well lose. I mean, City lost 3. So you might as well equal City for losses and then just win one or the other, and you basically win the league. It's absolute. It's nuts. It's nuts, the amount of... 8 draws. We got to go next season and basically win, lose no more than 3 games, no more draws than 5, and win every other game. That's what you got to do to win the Premier League now. That is literally what you got to do to win the Premier League. No more than 3 losses, no more than 6 draws, and win every other game. And at the moment, the only 2 teams capable of that for me are Liverpool and Manchester City. And, you know, Man United will come back again because everyone always goes. Football goes in cycles. I've always said this. You know, Man United will come back again. Arsenal will come back again. You know, Spurs are there at the moment. Spurs, I think, are going to be a threat. Spurs are going to be a threat, I think, for Chelsea next season because, you know, I don't get all the Chelsea smoke at the moment. These Chelsea fans coming out of the woodwork and having to go at Liverpool for throwing the league away. Don't get that at all. But yeah, it's going to be interesting next season. Really is. And what the league needs is everyone else. Jesus Christ!
That's nearly the same amount of points Man United picked up this season. Sorry.
What this league needs is more people to compete against Manchester City to make it more interesting because it can't be just. It can't just be Liverpool. I mean, I watched because I did a split watch along, which went massive. By the way, I got 10,000 views on it. It was huge.
It got man.
And 600 likes. It went mad for some reason. I don't know why. Must be my handsome face. But yeah, it was just. I had the Villa game as well. I was watching the Villa game. And I just noticed Villa were dead after they scored their second goal and tried because we all know what City do. They smash you to pieces. They keep playing and playing and playing until they break you down. I was watching the Villa go, and those people say Villa bottled it. Villa were dead. They were like, they couldn't even run. I saw Matty Cash, he was trying to run. It was like, I've got no energy. He's like absolutely gone, and that's where you've got to give your credit to City. City just know how to keep pushing and run the legs out of the opposition. But yeah, they're the best team in the league, and they won the title. Fair enough too.
Courtney, man, is there anyone that can actually challenge these guys next season? And I don't think there is, but who can even try and get close?
No, there ain't. No. It may bit wild. I don't know. If I'm guessing now, I'm not even going to say that, man. No.
What was you going to say? Go on, say it. Go on.
No.
Oh, man.
Wildness. No one's competing with him, mate. I don't think no one's competing him at all, bro. No one.
Levels.
You lot ain't got the manager. You'll have the money, but you ain't got the manager. Man, you're on a rebuild. Chelsea on a big rebuild as well. So Tottenham, Conte won't get the money. But if Conte got big money, 150 mil, he's not going to compete. But I think they'll get comfortable top 4.
Oh yeah.
Conte is elite, man.
See, I've got to run. I'll catch you guys later, all right?
Big up, Jamie, man. Thanks for coming on, my bro. Really appreciate that one.
Guys.
Catch you in a bit. And then,
with Arsenal, who's a must buy in the summer? What's a must need? Obviously a striker, but other than a striker,
it's a good question, and I've got someone to answer that question for you. It's my brother Wilf, fellow Arsenal fan. That's a great question, Courtney. I'll give this over to Wilf. How you doing, my bro? First,
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. And Courtney's just asked a brilliant question here. Like,
hi, Courtney. How you doing, brother?
Oh, mate, good man.
He's asked, who do we need to sign in the summer as an Arsenal for Arsenal? And then once you've answered that, then the floor is yours. Talk to me about the season.
Right. Okay, so are we talking specifically, as in which individual, or what? Are you talking position? If you're talking
position-wise, isn't it? Obviously, you need a striker without saying, but other than a match striker, what is a must?
Right. So strikers are given. There's 2 positions. I would say a right back and central midfield. Central midfield is paramount. Say we got in. Honestly, I think we need 2 forward players. One of them's a striker, and the other one probably a winger come forward. Then we need desperately, I would say, 2 midfielders, and I would have a right back. Looking at the problems that we've suffered from this season, those are if I could buy 5 players after or 3 players after the 2 forwards, striker and a forward, it would be a central midfielder, then a right back.
Interesting. Yeah.
You just brought Tomiyasu, but ain't Tomiyasu or is it just he hasn't? It's been a bit injury prone this season. You just reckon he's someone better than Tomiyasu though?
Well, it's not so much that. It's because bear in mind, anybody from now on, anybody you bring in has to challenge for their first 11 places. Yeah. So the guy that's at Bologna, Scottish guy is at Bologna. I can't remember. Yeah. Now that brother can play right or left back. Yeah. So that and he's of that standard. So if he's playing for Bologna in Serie A and everyone's looking for him. If anything happens to either Tierney or Tomiyasu, because I think Tomiyasu is going to be fine next season because he's got a Premier League season under his belt. But Tierney has got injury problems. Yeah. And whether it's to cover him when he's injured or to give him a rest when he's on that red line, you need someone to cover both of them situations. And someone like him who can quite easily play on either side, that's the kind of defender we need to buy. That way we're not playing Benjamin White at right back or whatever, and that's further down the line. But those are the positions that I think we need to strengthen. That if it was me and I was a manager or I was Edu, those would be the 5 positions that I would go and get. Two players up front, one a striker, and I have a specific striker in mind, and two forwards, and then midfield without a doubt. Whether we keep Xhaka or not, I mean, I would keep Xhaka, and this is a turnaround for me. But someone to come in to challenge that midfield to keep them on their toes, and if one of them breaks down or gets injured or whatever, he's gonna have to fight to get back into the squad. So that if one of them goes, we're not like bringing in the kit man to play centre midfield. Those are the positions that I think we need.
Yeah, Courtney, that's the same market as you guys, isn't it? Really, those are similar positions. That
exactly the same. We
well, Bruno, Courtney, I don't know who team you support.
Man United.
Oh, okay.
But I think the main thing with Arsenal, I think they fucked up last summer with the signings, man. You sort of brought squad fillers like Tavares and Lokonga. Obviously, the one for the future, but the squad fillers, man. And it's like, we need to buy a fullback or something. But you brought Tavares. I know it's for the future, but Tavares and done his thing. You know what I mean? You think you need someone better than Tavares now. And
it's not so much better as Tavares, right? It's Tavares needed this season to bet because Premier League, everybody knows Premier League is the toughest league in the world, and enough man get shocked when they come to the Premier League and go, "Whoa, hold on, this is really physical." And it's week in, week out, no matter whether I'm playing top team, bottom team, teams facing relegation, it's a tough battle. And I think Tavares and Lokonga and man like that who've actually had a season in the Prem now and know what it's about are going to come stronger next season. Yeah. I mean, as for Man United, I actually think if you were to do what we've done, not necessarily with the manager, but especially with Ten Hag coming in, is rip it up and start again, get rid of them man that is not good for the dressing room and all the rest of it, and restart. That's the way you're going to go rather than just chucking money at players and man coming in at mercenary. But I don't think the owners, and I've said this on here, I don't think the owners have the minerals to take the fan backlash to do that. You know what I mean? Because we took it. You know what I mean? Even though everybody's now, yeah, it's great, it's got a young team and whatever, but our fan base, there was a lot of stick going, we buying all these kids and blah blah, and a young manager and this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
Erdegaard and
White,
Ramsdale, all of that, all of them, man. Even Tommy who they're saying, and there comes a point, and Spurs in the same point. There comes a point where you have to go, this just chucking money at this and buying in marquee signings ain't working, because Man United are a bunch of good individuals. They're not a team. You know what I mean? You've got your Ronaldo, you've got Sancho, you've got Rashford, and all these men. They're good players, yeah. They ain't, no. Wait. I know what you're gonna say because they had the season. I know you're gonna say because they had the season, but they, at the end of the day, their talent hasn't gone. It's because they're not. There's something going on in that dressing room. There's something going on in that dressing room that is disharmony.
It's obvious what the problem is, and the thing is, Maguire's your captain, and you got Bruno, who's your vice captain. Both of them done football in football. But I don't know where Bruno's got this ego and running around and shouting at players. What have you done in football, bro? Europa League standard footballer. Your poor performance today nearly drove us into Conference League. And everyone wants to put Bruno this, Bruno that. Win Europa League, man. What's he done? He's done nothing, mate. But when you've got like that, Maguire as your captain, it's a mess, mate. It's a mess. Plus everything. Rashford's been getting dropped and not getting played, and he's moaning and he's going to the reporters and that. So it's just a mess, mate. It's a mess at Man U, and
that's what I'm saying to you. Because like Bruno's problem is, he's intimidated by Ronaldo. So if you look at his games when Ronaldo's playing, my boy goes into his shadow. He goes into his shell. It's like, instead of being the Bruno that you first got.
No, but player, bro. I'm just putting that out there. Go on.
No. It's your team. You can say that. For me,
I've always been playing the last few months. It's the same as day one. It's just not stop padding no more, man. Because obviously Ronaldo is what Bruno is. Plus, we're not getting that much penalties as well.
Right, but with Maguire, you can't really take the captaincy off him now because it'll kill him. But he ain't the man to be your captain. He needs a good centre back next to him on a regular to guide him. He ain't the kind that he's not like a Van Dijk where everybody steps up to his game. If he's playing alongside someone that's really good, you'll get more out of him. Yeah, he's not a leader in that respect.
It's like Varane and Maguire practice the same thing. They're like sideman defenders, isn't it? They're not our centre back. Like Rudiger, he's your main man. You just need a sideman to like cover him, and that's the same with Van Dijk.
Right.
Same with Van Dijk. The man who cover him, innit?
So, there you go. And they're putting that on Maguire like he's the Van Dijk, you know. But like I said to you, you got. I look at Man United and I think, boy, we was there a couple of seasons ago, 2-3 seasons ago, before Arteta come in, and we were just chucking money at the problem, buying big name players, hoping that they're going to do the thing. But as whether you're Man City, you're Liverpool, you're West Ham, or whatever, you need to play as a team. You need to be a team. That dressing room needs to be tight, and you know that Man United dressing room ain't tight. There's man in there cussing when they come off pitch. There's man having a go at this man, having a go at that man, and with Ralph Ragnick there, knowing that he isn't the main manager, there are people like, I ain't listening to you. You ain't going to be here next season, and all of that. And there's some of them over here going, this is Man United. You play this, you know. And then others they're just like, you know what? I'm playing for Man United. It don't matter what happens. Is I've got Man United on my CV. Yeah. So you got them man there, and you got the man there that like Rashford, who've been there from time and know what Man United is about, but can't be bothered to try and drag the whole team together. You need to rip it up and what Ten Hag said was, I want to know who wants to be here and who don't. And if you don't want to be here, be gone by the time I come. Yeah, and they've got to allow him to do that, and it will take a drop because you know other teams around you are strengthening and teams are coming up, and you know we talked about Leicester this last season and whatever. There's always someone going to be stepping at your heels in the Premier League, and they need to go to bite the bullet and go right. Let's restart. Take a season where we might be 7th, 8th, 9th even, but we build again that way long term, and we build Man United back. Because that's what Ferguson did. I remember those times. That's what Ferguson did. So, you know.
Big up, guys. Brad. We got Brad, we got Sam, and we got Realist in the place. So we got Arsenal. So we got 3 Arsenal fans, 2 United fans. Big up, people.
Realist.
Yeah, what you saying? You good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Big up, guys. Thank you for joining, Sam. Thank you for joining, Brad. So, yeah, we'll start off with you, Sam. Then we'll go to Brad, Realist, and back to yourself, Wilf, and Courtney. So, Sam, talk to me about this Premier League season, highs and lows, ups and downs. But what's your overriding emotion at the moment?
Mate, look, it was a lovely day at the Emirates in the end, but I think I and most of the Arsenal fans would agree those big screens should have been on Sky Sports, mate. The last 20 minutes was on live score, like, what, Coutinho scored? Or the Burnley have scored? Oh my God, it was ridiculous. But, you know, at the same time, would we have loved some of that drama for Arsenal? Absolutely. But, I mean, that would have given us a lot of stress. It is what it is. To summarise, really, you know, a couple years ago or something, the last time we had a lap of appreciation, the stadium emptied quickly. And then the last maybe couple Wenger years before he left, it was a bit hostile as well. Atmosphere today, absolutely beautiful. North London forever booming. Players got good applause. Like Laka and Eddie seemed to say goodbye as well. So end of an era sort of thing there. And really, like, it is what it is. You know, it just didn't have enough. As shown by, like, you know, Heung-min Son's the Golden Boot winner without scoring a penalty. Different gravy. Harry Kane turned up. He scored against Man City. You know, they went at the end of the day. The difference is Spurs played Liverpool. Man City didn't lose. And if you don't lose to the top two, then you're the fourth best team in the league. So then they got battered by Chelsea. And again, Arsenal fans, the last 2 weeks been horrible listening on social, really, just loads of overreaction, loads of hate. And realistically, like, most Arsenal fans would have taken 6th, 7th with a cup run. We got to a semi-final of a cup, played all right against Liverpool, and then we get 5th, 2 points if we beat Everton at Goodison with 4th. Unfortunately, it's a game like that let us down. But there's a lot of positives. We just need a striker, man. Just give us a striker. Eddie did his job, but he's not at the level you need for top 4. He'll go and do bits for a Brighton or a Palace, whatever. Just invest 50 mil, 60 mil on a striker and see where we go. But a lot of positives. And thankfully, we ended with some pride, because in that first half, it looked like we were on the beach as well, the way Everton walked their goal in. So thankfully, 5 goals. And, you know, realistically, what were Norwich going to do? I mean, we all dream up this thing. And, yeah, we had 10 minutes waiting on our phones. Like, oh, it's 0-0. 5-0 Spurs is what it is. But load positives, mate. Just keep positive energy. What I'll say as well is that a few people have said on Twitter, that clock end group, I know the new, like, generation of fans are like 18 and young, early 20s. The atmosphere they're creating there is absolutely brilliant to see. The North Bank and clock end are good flags pre-game. Atmosphere at the Emirates has been a lot better this season, and hopefully we get a couple signings to big up ahead for the new season. But just stay positive. Just keep positive.
Exactly. Well said, Sam. Well, how about you, Brad? What do you have to add on to that? Would you agree going into the new season as well with what Sam's been saying?
I mean, yeah. I'm really looking forward to next season. Not at all like last season, where I was just kind of gutted. It's like with 2 8th place finishes, but now getting 5th, it's improvement. It's not an achievement; it's improvement. And I did write down some thoughts so I don't have another blunder like I did earlier today. For those that know, so according to Now AFC, El Neni's re-signed a contract. I just kind of wanted to ask you guys what your thoughts are.
If you need a squad, don't you? You need a squad.
Yeah.
Go on,
Will.
Go on, Will. You go, bro.
Again, you look at other models around the Premier League. Everybody's got squad players. James Milner's been there from time. Yeah, he ain't playing week in, week out, but when he's called upon, he does his job. That's your kind of El Neni kind of guy. We need those kind of guys who will know that they're squad players, do their duty when they come on, give you the 100% and not going to upset the dressing room. You know, with regards to, I mean, the next season, I'm so looking forward to it because when I look at the table, we were one win. One win from 4th place. Yeah. So yeah, we're 5th, but we were one win. Pick up another win somewhere, and we would have ended up 4th. Now, to be that close, where we thought, oh, you know, if we were 3 points off 6 or 3 points off 5th, we'd have been happy at the beginning of the season. That is, like Brad said, progression. And I would look to see if we get the right signings in, how we're going to fire in, because this young side is one season older playing together. And then you add to that, people are going to be scared of us next season. Don't doubt it. People are going to be scared of us next season.
Hope you're right, my man. Realist, my bro. We've heard, I know plenty because I join your streams on a Monday up on Twitch. I recommend you go follow Realist on Twitch. Excellent streams, Football Manager, of course. But Realist, my man, what are you thinking for United looking forward? So what do you need to see changing? And then just give us your overall thoughts on the season.
Yo, big up everyone on the panel still. I mean, you know me, T. I really couldn't be asked about what players we sign, who we sign, and nothing like that, you know. Shit don't do nothing for me unless these men want to be here. We're not just throwing money at them to encourage them to come here. I don't care for them, bro. I don't care if you grew up in Manchester and you're a Manchester lad. I don't care about that, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. All that shit don't mean nothing. Because they come on the pitch, they don't perform, but because they come to the youth academy, you have to keep playing them. For what, bro? What is the main goal of supporting a team in elite sports? You want to win. I don't care. So how long are we going to have this process going on for? We've been rebuilding since Ferguson left. Think about this. Since Ferguson left, we've been rebuilding, bro. This don't make no sense to me. And fans are like, oh, we're doing better. Shut your mouth, man. Bunch of shit. We ain't doing nothing. Unless they sort the structure out and start employing people at the club that could make proper footballing decisions, we will keep signing players just to sell shirts. That's what United are, you know. We just a team that employs people to sell shirts. They don't care about winning. They don't care about the league. But I'll do anything for not anything though, but I want that league, bro. I don't care for the Champions League like that. I want that league, bro.
Yeah.
I want that league, bro. At this point, we'll take any cup, bro. We don't win nothing. We stink. Look at us today against Crystal Palace. Bro, these men were taking the piss out of us.
Oh man, but yeah, what is it?
These man, they stink, bro.
Is it 5 years now since you last won a trophy? What for Manchester United? That's way too long, ridiculously long time. And what has Ten Hag got to do? You spoke about the structure and about what the club need to do in employing. What does he need to do? How is he going to imprint a style of play? And what positions in the transfer market do you think he needs to address?
At this point in time, that guy thinking, what the hell did I sign up for, bro? Because I'm sure he watched that. He's like, this is some bullshit, bro. These men are shocking. I'm telling you, I know you're an Arsenal fan, so y'all probably didn't watch the game. But if you, man, seen the way we played, Jesus Christ, y'all under 23s could have battered us today. It's that bad.
Mate, to be honest, we all expected Palace to win. I think that's the thing. You see Palace away, you're like, well, Palace going to win? That just says it all, isn't it, really?
I agree.
Bro, that's me, you know. People are like, well, what's your prediction? You think we're going to get a 2-0 win? 2-0 win? Well, at the start of the season, people told me I was negative, and I'm not a United fan. I said we ain't winning shit, we're going to be shit, and we ain't getting nowhere near the top 4. They call me negative. Y'all laughed at me. Who's laughing now? I told them, they don't listen.
And that's doing it. It's also doing a disservice to Crystal Palace because Palace are a good side. It's not like it was a Norwich that was beating you. You know what I mean? Yeah, because everybody forgets Palace took 4 points off the champions. They beat City at the Etihad, and I was at the Palace game for the 0-0. And they could have easily nicked that game as well. So this is what I'm saying to you, what I was saying earlier. With Man United need to look at it and go, listen, we need to rip it up, start again and rebuild. because there's other teams around us that are doing that, and we're falling further and further behind. But like as really saying, just buying men to sell shirts ain't getting you where you need to go.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not saying.
Let's think about it, right? If I know people take the piss out of Arsenal. It's funny to me too. You man put out hella kits every week, bro. I don't understand this shit. But think about this, right? If you sign players just so you can sell kits, what is that doing for your team in terms of winning? You ain't doing shit. All you're doing is, we made this profit margin. You make more money if you win the damn league, dickheads. Do that. Go do that. Win the league. Try to compete for the Champions League. Bro, we getting embarrassed year after year, you know. Every year we getting embarrassed. When we lose to City, I was laughing. We lose to Liverpool, I was laughing. We lose to Arsenal, I'm laughing. You know why? And they're like, oh, he's laughing, he's not a fan. But I expect this. When you watch United, you can't see these men look like they want to win. We signed Ronaldo and they said, oh, we competed for the league this season. We got Ronaldo, Varane, and Sancho. That don't mean shit. If you ain't playing together as a team, what are you winning? What are you winning?
Mate, it's criminal there was no centre mid ball. Everyone could have seen it for the life of me that United needed a centre mid. And again, like there's that Kamara from Marseille who's a free agent. He's probably a target. But at the end of the day,
Villa's got him. Villa's got him. He's gone to Villa.
Villa
got him. Yeah, Villa.
He's gone to Villa.
At the end of the day, then they need to go Declan Rice. There's no other option.
No.
No.
But spend that type of money on one player. You see how much players we need.
I think. But the thing about it now, right? The situation Man United are in, which is something we were in not that long ago, is playing in Europa and playing in the qualifying stage of Europa. The kind of players you need for Man United to get where they need to get to ain't gonna want to play there, and the kind of players that you'd have to offer the money are going to be mercenary. So you're in that catch-22 situation of, right, we can't get the players that want to play Champions League because we're in the Europa. The kind of money that we need to pay out for the good kind of player ain't the kind of player that's going to be you're going to want in your trenches with you when the chips are down and you're 1-0 down and it's cold and you're at Leicester and you need to drag yourselves up. So it's perpetuating. So it's that catch-22. So you're not going to improve because you can't get the quality of players, and you can't get the quality of players because you're not in the competition. And and until you bite the bullet, drop down, come back up again, start building.
Yeah. See, the thing about it is, the thing about it is United fans think that we're so great, bro. They don't accept that we need to humble ourselves a little bit. They don't want that, though. They just keep thinking that we're this big club. Bro, we're big club by name, but we're not big club by performance and structure and what we're doing right now. We shit. They don't want to accept this. As soon as they accept this, and then if I say I accept that we shit and we're not a big club no more, they think I'm negative. How is that negative? That's seeing the light, bro. We are shit. We are shit, bro. I don't know how people think, oh, we have Ronaldo, we have Varane and Sancho. We are a big club. We shit, bro. We signed these men to sell shirts, not to win.
Not to win. And I want to ask Courtney this because I do think Sam has a point in a way. If you're talking about Declan Rice as a player, yes, he'd come in and he'd do well. But then I also hear, in terms of how much it would cost to get him, and Man United need more of a rebuild than that. They're not one piece away from, for everything clicking. What's your thoughts on that then, Courtney? Like, how come you're saying no to Declan Rice?
I'll take that Declan Rice straight away. But for that money they're branding around, no bloody way. We can't afford it. For 50 million, yeah, I'll take him. But above that, no chance. No chance on earth, man. Plus, with that owners, I don't know. I think we're going to get about 150 this summer.
Yeah.
To spend, and Declan Rice not for me. He's a quality baller, but nah. With the money branding shit around, nah.
Yeah, I hear that. And is that for the same for you as well, realist?
But bro, the Declan Rice thing, no, not for that price, bro. We need too much, bro. We need too much. If it's like we just needed one player or two players, I could see something like that. You bring a player in, he's gonna be there for probably the next 7 years. But the predicament we in right now, one player can't help us. All he spent all this money and never thought about buying a DM, bro. That slipped his mind. That was the first thing from this guy, man. That guy is a fraud, bro.
Yeah, I totally hear what you're saying there, and it's crazy. It's a crazy season, and because we got Arsenal, Man United fans in here, I'm gonna ask like early season predictions. Of course, it's very early because we haven't even seen the transfer window yet. Who's having a better season, Man United or Arsenal next year?
Arsenal.
Yeah, us definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, and I'm not, and this is not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but it's just with all what the two boys have just said, we're progressively ahead of them. Spurs again, you know, you get a long-term injury to either a Kane or Son, and they're struggling. I definitely think we'll have a better season than Man United. Just for that we're further along as a team and in our real rebuild.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I think.
I don't even see.
It's like for next season. I can't really say really. It's just like the same with Chelsea. Like Chelsea got new owners, man. They need they need 5 6 players as well. But you don't know what you're walking into. You don't know what these owners are gonna do. The same with Man U. We don't know who we're gonna buy. So
See what you say there? That's my whole problem I was talking about at the end of our stream.
don't know
Chelsea and United are shopping in the same market right now for players.
yeah.
Who's pitching the better project to people to get these players? We shopping for the same players. Arsenal are shopping for players. Spurs are shopping for Champions League players now. You see what I'm saying? Newcastle, I don't know what these men might be doing. They might be doing a madness. Not to say that they're going to attract these big name players. They can't do that right away. But they're going to get players that are willing to come and play for them. Yeah, they might overspend a little bit, but they will get players that are willing to play for them. So I can't come out here with my chest and say United finishing above y'all. I don't do that. I really don't care about that stuff like that. I like to see when I see the window is finished, I could say, well, they look like they're heading in the right direction. Until then, I ain't saying nothing.
I hear that. And just to play devil's advocate, what was you going to say, Courtney?
I think with football now, it's changing. We can see it with you don't need Champions League football to attract players. It's the money. If you drop the bag, you can get it. Look at that Bruno Gomes. He's got Newcastle because of the bag. So I think Champions League is relevant.
Yeah, but God, it's the bag that kind of have us in the problem we in, though. We be playing players ridiculous wages for no reason, though. Think about how much De Gea and Dean Henderson is on together. It's a madness.
Varane, ain't he on like 300 or something grand a week? Varane.
That's why the bag. If a player only comes to you because of the bag, it don't make sense, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Happening now. That's what I'm saying. That's what's happening now, isn't it? It's the bag, isn't it? You drop the bag, you can get any player you want. It's like today, I read something. I take things with a pinch of salt, but I read something today like Arsenal. I bet it's bullshit. Arsenal bidding for Osimhen. Yeah, you can have him for 90 million. You know what I'm saying? The Arsenal not in the Champions League, are they? But they're still big players. But as a Liverpool, Arsenal fan, the players you link with, man, you could be excited, man. But it could be all PR. But it's exciting. But you're in Europa League, but you're still linked with these big players, Champions League ballers.
We bought Partey and Aubameyang.
Arsenal got the money. What?
We bought Partey and Aubameyang in without Champions League.
Yeah, man, you got Pogba and Zlatan when was in Europa League.
It's true, man. There you go. It's one of them ones, and yeah, I think we need to be careful, both of us, both Arsenal and United, because yes, we can still attract these players by name and by money and those things there, but because we have been in a precarious position for quite a long period now, that's kind of waning a little bit as players move. You're going to have what's going to happen with Chelsea? Do not know. That's right up in the air. But Newcastle are coming in. They can offer the bag, and if we're not in Champions League, and then they can be in the same market. Man City, Liverpool, they will blow us out of the water. Whoever we're in for, of course, right now. And then so it's going to be interesting. So I do think that. With Arsenal next season, it's massively important that we qualify for the Champions League for that reason. Man United, you're kind of doing in the same position that we was last year, if you get what I'm saying. You need a load of players to come in. And maybe shopping in England, if you can find a deal, which is difficult because United tax, because you are Manchester United, and it's English tax also. So if you can find players that are in and around the league who are key players for their club, that will also help you take on to the next step. It's like, Benjamin White, he gets his stick and those things, what he's limited, but in his ability, player of the season at Brighton. Aaron Ramsdale, player of the season at Sheffield United. You know what I mean? Like these types of, that's what built Man United. That's what you did. Rooney's, your Carricks, your whatnot. That's the kind of mold that you need to be going back and doing.
It's harder now because all these teams have got money, man. That's why they're look at Aston Villa. They got big money. They got billionaire owner, man. Kamara, it'll be on 100 grand a week. Let's get it right. But one thing with Arsenal next season as well. You lot are walking into the known because Arteta hasn't got no clout. You ain't got no history or anything. So you don't know what you're coming to. Remember, like this season, you played one game a week, bro. Next week you gotta play Thursday, Sunday. Can he cope? I don't know about Arteta.
On that point, Courtney. So there's a very close friend of mine, right? Who works with a lot of agents, and what he said to me just last week is that a lot of the agents that he's talking to are looking to get their good young players into the Arsenal system because they see a project that's working. And this is something that they have told me, he has told me, and a lot of ballers are looking at Arsenal now and they can see something happening, and that is another thing that can attract them to the project. Yeah, because like I said to you, you look at where. Okay, imagine I'm a baller now and I'm looking at Arsenal now and I'm thinking, well, boy, they were one win or fourth. If I go there and I start banging in goals or dominating that midfield, then the Champions League football I will get. You know what I mean? I'm going to get European football. So there's a chance of winning Europa. There's a chance of finishing fourth. So that carrot of Champions League football is there. I may have to wait a season to assure it. But if I think that I'm the missing link, and a lot of players are looking at Arsenal like that now.
Totally.
I want to ask you something though, because I remember earlier this season, right? Someone interviewed Saka was asking, like, in terms of his commitment to his future, and that he was talking about, his team, he wants to play in the Champions League and all that. Do you think that would be a problem for you, man, that you all don't get the Champions League this season? He might be considering, because Klopp be watching him and Martinelli like a hawk, bro. So that's saying.
If he's got 200 million, then fine.
He's not watching nowhere near that, fam.
Mate, Grealish was 100 mil, and these guys are both younger than Grealish, so
And if Rice is 150,
I'm with Punks on that.
We don't have to sell. We're in a position where we're fifth. We've made progression. If we sign,
what if he starts causing problems though? Like in terms of he don't want to be there.
Nah,
ain't like that.
No. This is football. Things happen. That's what I'm just saying. What if he reached to that point where he don't want to be there? He wants to be in the Champions League. I'm just saying.
But something would have to happen for him to be like that, because think about it now, yeah. If you're Saka, you're in a settled side. You're playing with your brethren. There's him and Odegaard and Martinelli. They're all brethren now. They're loving the manager. Unless there is something to upset the apple cart, there's no reason for him to think like that. If something happened to that ruined the dressing room, then yeah, you could ask that question. But that isn't on the cards.
I hear what you're saying, but things happen. This is football. Things happen. And you could just I want to be in the Champions League.
How long's he got Saka on his contract?
I think he
just signed a new one.
I think he's got 2 more years though. He's been offered a new contract. That's going to be discussed in the summer. I'll get the confirmed one on that. But big up Luca for coming in the place as well. I'm telling you, we've got Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool fans. You know what I mean? Just that's it so far. But hey, we are the 3 biggest clubs in the country.
I mean, some people tend to hide. You know me, Tereak. I'll take my call anytime I get it. That's cool with me.
Exactly that. Big up Luca, man. Thank you for joining. Talk to me. What's your thoughts and opinions on the season, and what's your overriding emotion that you're feeling right now?
Look, to be honest, this season, right, like I'll start off with the positives and then I'll start with the negatives last. The positives I will say is that no one expected us to be in a top 4 race at the start of the season. I said at the start of the season, I want Arsenal just to get back into any sort of European football top 6. And yes, I just think, yes, when we lost those first 3 games, when we lost to Chelsea, Manchester City and Brentford, that's where, when we went into that international break in September, I was thinking, right, I was calling Arteta out. I was thinking, right, okay. And then he brought Ramsdale, Tomiyasu in, and then he turned it around. Two signings who were very good this season. Okay, Tomiyasu had injuries, and yeah, the positives I will give about Arteta is that he got us into a top 4 race right up to the last 3 games when we went into the derby. And he beat Chelsea, he beat Manchester United, he beat West Ham and Leeds, and then it all went wrong. And I was criticising Arteta in the January transfer window, him and Edu. I was thinking, why have you not gone and replaced Aubameyang? Right? I get where he's coming from. Yes, he might have actually done it. It might have been the right decision to get rid of him because of the whole Aubameyang situation. But why did we not go out and get a striker? Why did we were chasing Dusan Vlahovic for the whole transfer market in the 24 days, and then we just sit there and just not do anything. And then we thought, you know what? We'll go and end the transfer window as well. And then what will happen is we stuck behind Mikel Arteta and Edu. We stuck behind them, and we thought, you know what? It's April, getting towards the end of the season. I was thinking, you know what? He actually might get top 4 here, but he didn't. He didn't. And the negative I will say is that about the contract situation, is that why would you give Mikel Arteta a contract whereas you're not guaranteed to get top 4? Right? Like, I'm Arteta out, in my opinion. And for me, I'm thinking, why are you giving him a contract whereas waiting to see what he does in the summer, waiting to see if he gets top 4? And he didn't get top 4, in my opinion. And for me, finishing 5th place, how can Arteta say that's an overachievement season, in my opinion? Yes, okay, Unai Emery, when he in his first season, took us into 5th place. And then when he left us in 10th. And then Arteta finishes 8th twice and wins the FA Cup in between. But finishing 5th place, losing out to Tottenham when you're 4 points clear, go and win that London derby, and then we'll be talking about Champions League. But he's gone and bottled it now. And El Neni has just signed a new deal. So for me, I'm not Arteta's biggest fan, to be honest. I don't want to be negative or critical. I'm just saying, look, don't get me wrong. He has improved a little bit this season, that he got us into Europe, and that's what we wanted at the start of the season. But if we weren't in a top 4 race, and if we were in a position where Manchester United and West Ham were, I'd be like, you know what? Well done. Arteta got us into Europe. He's achieved something. We go again. But giving him a 3-year contract where you're in a top 4 race, but you're giving it in the middle of the season, I think that's a bit wrong, in my opinion.
I'll tell you why, though, bro, because the board and Arteta, like Edu, from what he said, you know, at the start of the season, he did that interview where he wouldn't give away what our expectations were. And it's clear because as soon as we finished 5th, there's your contract. 5th was the target. 4th was just a bonus. And that explains January, because they thought they probably assessed United like, realistically, United aren't going to improve too much, are they? We're all right. West Ham, they're going to go deep in Europa, so we're probably all right as well. So they probably
we're going to get top 4. I can't believe it. I was one of those fans thinking, I can't believe it. I was being so deluded to myself, and I was thinking, I thought Man United were going to get top 4, because the reason why I said they were going to get top 4, because they always find a way to get it, and they got the players to do it. And even top 4 was in our hands. Like I remember Josh Kroenke did an interview when we were in a position, and they were saying that we've overachieved, we're ahead of schedule. But why is he saying that we are ahead of schedule? Yeah, okay, we were in the top 4 at that moment of the time, but he failed to get top 4, Arteta. He failed to get it. So finishing 5th place isn't really ahead of schedule. Okay, he got European football, but what I'm worried about is how Tottenham are going to achieve. Yeah, okay, they haven't won a trophy since 2008 and all that stuff, but they might win a trophy next season. They might not. Look, they're not going to win the league, Tottenham. But what I'm saying is that Tottenham could actually make a serious top 4 challenge next season because of the manager. Mate, it is because it proves levels that they've got an elite manager. And how have we just sat here with a manager, right? Yeah, okay, he has improved, right? And he's done well. He's a good coach, but he isn't a manager where he's actually going to take us forward. Like, how have Tottenham got Champions League football? I'll tell you why. Because we bottled it. We bottled it.
No, Luca. Oh, go on, Cody.
We bottled it. And for me, like I look at it, right, I'm thinking, right, I'm sorry, but Arteta needs a massive summer now. Like, if we want to get Champions League, look, I'm worried about what Tottenham are going to do next season. And it's paining me. Like, I actually, 6 consecutive seasons they have finished ahead of us. We finished ahead of them for 20 seasons. That's what, 26 on aggregate to Arsenal, right? They've got another 14 seasons to level on us. Mate, the trouble is, what I'm worried about is now what players are going to be coming in the summer. Like, I'm looking like we're not going to be able to attract the Tillemans. And look, okay, when we had Europa League football, we managed to attract players like Partey, Aubameyang, Lacazette, right? We're still a big football club and we should be attracting players. But what I want to see from the summer now is we need a massive clear out. Lacazette's going to be going as well. I'm hearing Nketiah might sign a contract. I'm hearing that Nketiah might be given the number 14 shirt.
Nah, no chance.
I don't want the number 14 shirt.
Luca, I'm curious though. Yeah, go on, Tonks.
I think Eddie's going. Arteta made a comment. I don't know if you saw. They asked him about Eddie, Mo, and Laka, and he said, "I can't comment, but all I'll say is what they got today, they deserved." So, reading between the lines, most of them are going. Obviously, if Mo's been pictured signing a deal, don't know if that's a contract or an autograph. But the thing is with Tottenham, right? Is again, you say 6 years. What have they got to show for it though? So. And their manager is renowned for leaving quickly. So I wouldn't get too ahead and worry about Tottenham because they have a great team. They have an elite manager. But wherever Conte goes, it goes like that. He was at Chelsea 2 years, left. Exactly. Was that Inter? Money went dry. Right, I'm off. Who else? Juve obviously got in trouble, left. Italy, left. So... Tottenham fans will get excited, but come a year, after they lost to Burnley, Conte was dropping mad interviews like, "Oh, I don't know if this is for me." So honestly, that there's peak now, but there'll be roller coasters, mate. So I wouldn't worry too much about Tottenham.
I don't know. I'll be worried really as a Man U fan because that means they're guaranteed top 4. They get 150 million, but we don't know. Same with Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal.
We spent 150 million, right? And we still have, and then that means we spent 150 million, right? And also we've been told that, we probably need a massive overhaul. We need to clear a lot of players, and I'm hearing that we're linked with players like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't want Calvert-Lewin at my football club.
Nah,
no way. We scored like.
I'm gonna go. Tom, two things. One. Sorry, not Tonks. Luca. Two things. One, Spurs ain't a great team. They're a good team. They're a decent side. They're a decent side with 2 world-class players. They're a decent side with 2 world-class players, right? Okay. Secondly, I ain't worried about them. I generally am not worried about them because the thing about it is everybody talks about, what they're going to do, what you're going to do. What is Conte going to do when he realizes they're still paying for the stadium and they ain't got 150 million to spend? They haven't got the coffers like Man United or Man City or Chelsea or not even Chelsea now. They haven't got that, and they're in need of a rebuild as well because the 2 players they've got is on loan. Yeah, they buy them. That's half their transfer budget. Yeah. When the one point I'm going to go, you said that at the beginning of the season, 6 would have been you'd have been okay with getting 6, getting us back into Europe.
If we weren't in the top 4 race.
No, but the thing is, it's not if we weren't. We were in the top 4 race against a manager you've just claimed is world class. Against a team that you just claimed is world class. and there was 3 points difference between them. Where this inexperienced, young team, inexperienced manager doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, but he was 3 points difference between him and Conte. Yeah. The experience that team will get and has gained, the players that we're going to buy because they're not going to not buy anyone. They're going to buy in the summer is going to make up more than that 3 points difference. And I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. The fact that we were in you can't suddenly take away, we were in a fourth place position and we didn't make it. We were never supposed to be. There was no pundit, there was hardly any fans, there was hardly any people outside of Arsenal that they would have laughed at you to get fourth. Just because you trip over at one hurdle doesn't suddenly make the season ridiculously and we're all crap and all the rest of it. He has overachieved by what you're saying. He's overachieved because you thought 6 would have been fine. So if he's pushing, because I mean only about 3 weeks ago we were a point of Chelsea. We were a point of Chelsea.
Well, why did we not?
3 weeks ago. No. Because okay, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. We've got a thin squad because we didn't buy crap in January. We stuck to a level that we weren't gonna go below, which I'm happy with. We had a thin squad, injuries, young squad who were knackered and whatever. They just ran out of steam. We didn't bottle anything. We ran out of steam because we got beaten.
Why did we not address the issues in the transfer market? If we knew that,
obviously. But you also, it's not just a matter of go and buy. If a team doesn't want to sell, you can't force them. You cannot force them to sell players they don't want to sell. And they didn't want to sell players in the January because other teams are chasing for something. They're chasing for Champions League. They're chasing for the title in another country or whatever. If the players ain't there, you cannot buy them. So there's no, and because the thing is, what we've done for seasons after seasons is just go out and get anyone to fill and that's when we ended up with Mustafi and Ozil and all these mercenary players or crap players. And then our fan base is still kicking off going, well, why have we got him on our books? And why have we got him on our books? Because in January, we went to fill bodies. Come summer, we will lose 2, maybe 3 players. Laka, Cedric, and Nketiah. Yeah? The clear out has been done.
The holding
so only.
We need squad players. He can do it.
He's had one bad game. He's had one bad game where he got sent off, and everybody wants to chuck him out.
Ball watching.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm not buying into this kind of that these players are crap.
Guys, I'm gonna wrap this up in a bit, but you know what, Luca, and Sam, Wilf, Brad, we're gonna be doing an all Arsenal one on Tuesday. Are you happy? Are you free on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday evening. Yes. We'll discuss in the Discord Tuesday evening around about, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll chat to you guys in the Discord individually, and then we'll try and find out a good time for us all. And because I want to get someone in a similar thinking as well as you, Luca, because there are plenty. That's why we have within the fan base, so we'll have a big one on that. Realist, you know what I'm talking about. Big up crap. But hey, just to round up, we'll go to Realist, Courtney, and then we'll go through Will, Sam, Brad, and back to you, Luca, on the season. So Realist, talk to me first, man.
At least Liverpool didn't win the quad, bro. I'm cool.
Let the people know where they can find you as well, Realist.
Yo, people, if you man don't like getting bantered, bro, y'all don't like getting stuff said to y'all, don't come nowhere to find me, fam. If you're cool with that, you can find me on Twitch, Realist_United. Stream every day. Mostly United stuff. We do football stuff in general. Anything to do with football, we're there.
Big up, my bro. Courtney, pleasure to have you on as well, big man. It's been a while since we chatted. I mean, I remember at the start of the season, it was towards Leicester times, we was having big debates, you know what I mean, in the group chat. But it's glad to see you, though. I'm glad that you're keeping good. Let me know your thoughts on the final thoughts on this season.
Man United, I'm just glad it's over, man. I knew the season was done in November. I knew we weren't getting no Europe. I knew it was done. I'm just trying to get all of this Ollie, Wally, heartache, man. That's pure torture. It wasn't good for my mental health at all. On a real note, it was disgusting what he's done to my club and the owners. And now it's on the way up, but it's just the same as Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. This summer is vital. It's massive because plus we don't know what we're walking into. We don't know what we're going to spend. We don't know we're going to get this. And we don't know what's going to happen. So really, we're in a clean slate really in the summer. But yeah, everything's good, man. I'm very happy with Ten Hag. Very, very, very. It's a dream come true. It's a manager I really wanted. And that's it, man. Flipping end of season's done, man. I'm just buzzing. Arsenal didn't get top 4. I can't live without you lot getting top 4. No way.
Hey, I could tell the United fan base was because I was getting it more at my net from United fans, and I was Tottenham. So yeah, big up to yourself, though, man. Thanks for coming on,
man. Respect.
Look at big up, man. Wilf, my bro, thank you as well. We'll have this massive talk about Arsenal. And then Luca, you can get the points all written out. The floor is yours. We'll definitely have a great debate because it's good to have these types of discussions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get these out there because it's all about listening, and that's what it is: listening to each other's opinions. And
Yeah.
debates. So yeah, Wilf, final words.
We're on the up. I'm looking forward to next season. I'm seriously looking forward to seeing who we buy in the transfer market. But we keep this progression up. Yeah, I'm happy with where we're going.
Yeah, there you go, Brad. What about yourself as well?
It's been a super fun season. It's been great coming on here, going on Tom's show and all that. I've enjoyed it. The highs have been very high. The lows have also been very low. But overall, super entertaining between Manchester United, whatever the hell that happened over there. That was pretty fun to watch from the outside and seeing the relegation battle and the top, the title race and all that. It's super fun. I enjoyed the season. I'm really looking forward to the next one.
There you go, man. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining as well earlier, Brad, for the watch along for the big one. You was watching the Arsenal game because we didn't have it on TV over here. But yes, Sam, you was at the game, wasn't you? So
yeah. Like I said, it was a nice day at the beach. Really, Everton fans were creating flares when they heard Wolves scored, and then they lost 5-1, but started dancing around when City won the league. So they were a good laugh. You know, I would have preferred to try and relegate Lampard at the Emirates, but you know, it wasn't the big time.
Hey, we've got an Everton fan in here. Be careful.
Oh, sorry. I'm glad you say that.
Don't be sorry. Really says the exact same thing, and he's.
But no, for the Arsenal, you know, Lacazette, I'll forever treasure your winner against Wolves. That was beautiful. Hope you leave.
Lampard out.
We need to go. But yeah, good season. A lot of more highs than we had the last 2 years. Vieira did well, so that was good. Man United were crap, which is great to see. Sorry, realist. And yeah, just you know, the Premier League, best league in the world, man. Like what league had the relegation top 4, albeit wasn't, and the title go the last day, and we've got Erling Haaland coming to the Prem, which is going to be madness. So good football. It's a shame there's no World Cup this summer because of other stuff, but we'll have a break. We'll have some transfer stuff. So always positive.
And let the people know where they can find you as well, Sam.
Oh yeah, so my Twitter's there, and I do bits for. I can't point anyway. It's there. I do bits for Give Me Sport, and we have a good video dropping tomorrow where myself was at the Emirates, had someone at Brentford, someone at Burnley, someone at Etihad, someone at Anfield. Vlogs for perspectives from the whole game, the madness. If you want to see the madness from the stadiums, check Give Me Sport channels tomorrow.
Give Me Sport. Go check that out, people. Big up, Sam. Thank you for coming on again. Realist. I've already been through Realist. Luca.
Can you one sec. Tonks, can you drop that in the Discord?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Drop that in the Discord, yeah? Cool.
Sick.
And Sam, you join our Discord server as well. You'll be a value member.
All right,
you're
Sam.
in there, aren't you? Are you in
that's
there?
That's because you're a decent guy, Sam.
One, yeah.
Oh yeah, Tereak Talks one. I'll get that link sent over to you.
Just because you're a decent guy, Sam, I'll follow this Give Me Sport thing. Better than be talking about United over there. I'm unsubscribing, bro.
No, I don't want to see my United posts over the last 2 months.
You know
mate.
what's
You're
funny, right, Sam? People that slander United, it don't bother me, bro. It don't
No, I
bother
did
me.
big up Ronaldo yesterday, so it's not all unfair, mate.
You did what?
I big up Ronaldo yesterday, so it's not all
Yeah,
unfair.
you talking to the wrong guy, bro.
Really isn't a big Ronaldo fan, so you,
No.
Okay, wrong
yeah,
guy. Wrong guy.
he ain't no. You can't pick up anyone. He's all right.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
he's on that train as well. But Luca as well. Thank you once again. Give us your final thoughts and also let the people know where they can find you.
Final thoughts. I am a bit disappointed that we bottled top 4, but no, getting European football, that's all it mattered. But hopefully we can improve in the summer. Hopefully we can get back into the Champions League next year. Fingers crossed. I don't want to cope another Europa League. But no, Manchester United having a terrible season. That's made me happy. Disappointed that we didn't finish ahead of Tottenham, finishing ahead of West Ham. Finally, Burnley got relegated, so I don't have to have a heart attack of actually playing Burnley
Take
away.
that, Burnley. That will give a second shot.
Because I don't like playing Burnley away at Turf Moor. So for me, it's one of those games where you feel like you're going to drop points. But no, it's been a good season, man, and it's been a roller coaster. I want to big up everyone, and including you, Tereak, for coming on my channel. 38 games throughout the season, supporting my channel, supporting everybody's channel who is in this panel, and I'm looking forward to next season, man. And let's buckle the ride and up the Arsenal, man.
Exactly. That's what it is. All for the love of Arsenal and our clubs. But thank you very much to every single one of you in the comments throughout this Premier League season. Don't worry. Don't go anywhere. The content will still be here. It will still
Lampard
keep going. Lampard out, says Realist. And that means we're out too. Peace, people.
Peace.